morning and happy Saturday. So I have recently taken possession of the new bedding that I ordered, and I did receive it last week, but I thought I'd wait until making this video before unpacking everything and throwing it in the wash so I can show you what I got. So if you saw my November Black Friday sales purchases, you would recognize this doona cover. I actually returned it in favor for the plain black doona cover in the linen. I was so hesitant to buy the linen doona cover and sheets because of the price, but honestly I loved the linen so much I ended up buying the second sheet set and also the doona cover, repurchasing the doona cover that I had returned. Especially in this hot weather, I found this linen sheets are just absolutely phenomenal. I was so hesitant because they are so expensive and I got them on sale. So I think they retailed at about $400 for the sheet sets, and I picked it up for about $260 because I'm an Adairs member when they had a really good sale on. I really want to swap over this linens to the new stuff, so I need to unpack this and get it into the wash. And I'm also going to give my bedroom a bit of a deep clean, move the furniture out, also strip the bedding right back so I can get everything on the line and take advantage of this gorgeous weather. So that's the linen doona cover. It's just in the beige, so a really neutral, leans a little bit to the grey, but it's just a beautiful neutral doona cover with the black piping around the sides. And then I got the flat sheet. This is a one size flat sheet, so it fits from a double bed up to a super king bed, and it's just got a little bit of the black piping at the top of the sheet as well. And then just the plain fitted sheet for a queen size bed because my bed is queen size. The doona cover is king size because I've got a king size doona because I like it to really overhang on the bed. I didn't get any of the matching pillowcases because I didn't feel that I needed them, and you have to buy them separate. And I just leave my black boucle with the beige boucle long pillow on there, but I might have a bit of a play around and see how I go. Now I know the lumbar cushion, there is a matching one for this particular set. I don't think that I need that, but once I've dressed the bed I'll see and then I'll make a decision. But I really don't want to purchase any additional bedding, so I'm gonna get all this unpacked and in the wash, and then we can start pulling apart the bedroom and get it clean because it just doesn't feel that nice at the moment. Okay, so everything is out and in the washing machine, and it's time to deep clean the rest of this bedroom. I mean, seriously, look at this mess. I never usually let it get like this, but things have gotten away from me lately and it's not conducive for a restful night's sleep. I'm actually thinking of selling this chair. I don't know, is the footprint of the chair too big? Or maybe it's just because I keep too much crap on it of late. So my custard is now done, as is my berry cobbler. I'm going to Ordinga tonight, which is where Damien lives, who is my ex-husband, for those of you that don't know. Fun fact, my parents sold their house a little while ago and they are building in Mildura, and they, during the build, have moved in with Damien. So Damien's having a barbecue tonight, or they are having a barbecue tonight, and I've been invited round, and Mum requested the berry cobbler and my homemade custard. It's more of a winter dessert, but that's what she asked me for, so that's what I've done. If you're wanting to know the key to a really smooth custard, because I know a lot of people struggle with making a good custard, is you just have to keep stirring it on a low heat until it thickens up and sticks to the back of the spoon, and that's really all it needs. But you can't stop stirring it or take your eyes off it for a second, otherwise it will go very lumpy. That's what used to happen to me, and I used to have to run it through the sieve just to get it smooth again, but I've made it so many times now that I have learnt. So they're both done. I've managed to get a few things done today, but now I need to clean up the mess that I made. And I used my little whisk in the saucepan. I don't know if you could see, it just splattered everywhere. So now I need to clean that up. I need to clean the floors in here as well. And then in an hour or so, I'll head to Ordinga. I'm looking forward to that barbecue as well. So the bedroom is now done, cleaned and put back together. Feels so much nicer in here. I really, really love this linen. But just so you know, that linen does shed a lot in the beginning. It also feels a little bit rough until you've washed it a couple of times, and it does have a wrinkly look. So if you're dead against that, I wouldn't suggest linen. It is beautiful to sleep on. I really love the way this looks. And I love the black piping on the sheet as well. I think I will sleep much better tonight now that my bedroom feels tidy and clean and calm, as opposed to how it's been feeling for the past week. I love the Bays room spray. It is absolutely beautiful. This is by Diptyque. I've had this for a little while, but it is so expensive. It's one of life's little luxuries.
Tomorrow we make tzatziki, alright?
Yeah, but the f***ing barbecue tomorrow.
Good afternoon and happy Sunday. So I'm actually in the middle of doing my Sunday reset or my meal prep for a few days of lunches at work. As you can see by the disaster zone, that is my kitchen. No judgment, please. You can probably also hear the air fryer going, so I'm cooking up my giftedes. Giftedes are generally deep fried as a rule, but I don't really ever deep fry anything. I made a double batch of the mixture of that and also the Thai style chicken patties, and the other half I've popped into the freezer for next week or the following week, whenever, to keep myself healthy and also to prevent me from buying lunches outside. I will generally do a bit of a meal plan for the week and then shop according to that meal plan, so I don't have any food to go to waste. I still have 2 batches of yogurt dip to make. One I'm going to make a tzatziki to go with the Greek meatballs, and then I'm going to make a Thai style yogurt dip with coconut yogurt as opposed to Greek yogurt, and see how it turns out, just with some coriander, some lime juice, and probably a little bit of green chili in there as well. And then I'll make 2 batches of cauliflower rice to go with those. I've got my chicken patties cooked for lunches, for breakfasts, and then I'm just having apples as my mid-morning snack. Sometimes it feels like that I'm always in the kitchen, but it doesn't really bother me. I enjoy the process. I don't enjoy making a mess. I don't understand how all these other people make their cooking look so aesthetic, and I am basically a torpedo through my kitchen, but that's okay. I still get it done, and that's the most important thing. It doesn't have to look pretty all the time. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on with my cooking so I can get finished because it is already nearly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is so hot today. I didn't check the weather yesterday and didn't realize it was gonna be like 37 degrees today. So I went to Pilates. I was wearing full leggings. By the time I got down to the bay to do my journaling, write out my to-do list for the day, it was already really hot. So I do have the aircon on, trying to cool the house down a little bit. Bella's feeling a little bit flat and sorry for herself today. Okay, so I'm gonna make my cauliflower rice now to go with my meatballs and stuff. I am going to process them in my food processor and then steam them so they're not hard when I heat them up tomorrow, because that'll be gross. And the reason I do them in 2 batches instead of 1 is because I do measure out my food. It stops me from overeating or undereating, and I've got the measurements right for my own personal requirements. So that's perfect for 1 lot, and then just chuck them in the food processor to make a little bit of cauliflower rice. Don't over-blitz it, otherwise it just becomes mush. So now while I wait for those to finish, I'll make my little pot of tzatziki and also my little coconut dip. And when I heat up my lunch tomorrow, I will probably just tip the yogurt dressings on top. So that'll be Monday and Tuesday done, and then I'll worry about Wednesday on Tuesday night. But because I eat so simply, it doesn't take me long. While I'm waiting for my dinner to cook, I also prep my lunches and whatever else I need for the next day as well. And I have it all done, and I'm sitting down ready to eat in less than half an hour. So usually I peel the cucumber for my tzatziki, but just squeeze out the excess water from the cucumber. And I found this yogurt, the Jalna Farm to Pot Organic Greek Style. It's always Greek style yogurt, but it actually tastes really, really nice. So I'm happy with that one. And this is the coconut yogurt that I use. I find it's got the best texture. The Koyo brand organic coconut, no added sugar. So I've just used a pinch of garlic in each one, of fresh garlic. I didn't put too much because I'm going to work and I don't want to smell like garlic, nor do I want to taste garlic for the rest of the time that I am work after lunch. So this one is coconut yogurt, finely chopped coriander, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of green chili, and a little bit of salt. And this one is the Greek yogurt with cucumber and a little bit of garlic and a pinch of salt. So they're both done now. Different lids so I can tell which one's which. All right, so that's 2 lunches and 1 breakfast done because I don't know why I didn't take out the second chicken patty. I hope I've seasoned these enough, and I over mashed the rice there. But that's all right, it'll still taste the same. I know they don't look like Michelin star meals, but they are tasty and they are nutritious and keep me online with my own personal health goals and also my financial goals of not overspending. So I'll just wait for them to cool and then I'll pop them in the fridge. I also went to the fishmonger this morning to buy what I wanted for the week, and they're pretty good there. They know me by now, so they give me the measurements that I want. I got my squid, and that's for dinner tonight with a salad. This one, because it's thawed, I can't freeze it, so that's why I'm going to have it for dinner tonight. And I'm just going to, I've put it into a glass container, and then I'm just going to put on some of the sticky sauce that I made, pour that in, and add a little bit of mingled taco seasoning and mix it through, and then just pop it in the fridge until I'm ready to have it for dinner tonight, and then I'll just air fry it and make a little side salad. I love these like 365 bowls and stuff from IKEA. These are so good. I like the fact that if I lose a lid or break one of the little glass bottoms, I can just replace one. I don't have to throw the whole thing out and buy the whole thing again. I also got some ling filler. I've never tried that before. I generally prefer flathead, but they didn't have any. I know that is the correct measurement because I checked the receipt, and like I said, they're pretty good there. They know me by now. So what I use is, because this will go in the freezer, but I use these little Sistema containers. They're only tiny, but they fit exactly what I need in there. And I buy these from Woolworths or Coles when they're on special. I don't like to use snap lock bags to throw into the freezer. I can just buy these once on sale for, I think it's $3 for a pack of 3. And I have had these for years. I wash them, reuse them. The other good thing is as well, I just use my whiteboard marker and write what's in there, and then I can just stick it in the freezer. And then when I've emptied it, wash it and then reuse it. And I also grab a piece of barramundi as well. I like the skin off, I don't like the skin. Same thing, into one of the Sistema containers, and then again write on top what it is. And I keep fish on one side of my freezer and red meat on one side, and then on the other side is chicken and turkey. So I keep it pretty organized. That way with a quick glance, I know exactly what I've got if I need to replenish anything or if I don't. But generally, I will only buy for what I need for that week, and then I'll buy everything fresh and start over the following weekend. And generally what I like to do is keep what I'm having the next day in one spot in my fridge, so everything is together so I don't forget anything, and that just stays consistent. I use the same spot for my following day's meals every single day. Clean up. Does anyone else make this amount of mess when they're cooking? Honestly, look at the dishes I've used. And I spilt half a bag of mint. That's helpful. All right, I need to clean this mess up. Okay, so the kitchen looks a little bit better now. Got my lunch bag laid out, ready for tomorrow morning. So I fill it with my lunch and then stick it in my backpack, ready to go. But now it's time to choose my outfit for tomorrow. So I've already checked the weather. It's going to be 29 degrees tomorrow, so not overly hot. I don't think I want to wear anything fussy though. Excuse the lighting in here. Let's turn the light on in here while I work out what I want to wear tomorrow. And I do this because it just eliminates decision fatigue. I just have to get dressed. Makes it nice and easy. I'm just going to go this plain black shirt and just some plain black slacks. These are inside out because I've just washed them. All right, so it's just a very simple outfit. And I think I'll wear my Frankie 4 moccasins because they're nice and comfortable. And because that outfit's so plain, I'll probably wear this belt with the organic gold detailing just to break up that black a little bit. So that's my outfit for tomorrow. Nice and simple one.